college football fans. It's time. One man breaks it all down. Stats, story, and straight talk. This is Nolan Knows with Paul.
Welcome back to Nolan Knows podcast. This is your host, Connor Nolan. Now on to week 5. Paul still can't get this thing figured out somehow. I don't know.
Drum roll.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Hey, we got the soundboard going. I like that. Well, week 4 in the books, week 5 coming at us. A lot of great matchups coming up, a lot of premier matchups to go over, but excited to dive into this. Paul, how's it going?
Good. Feeling a little bit under the weather, unfortunately, but still doing the pod. No days off.
Cold?
Really hyped for a little bit of a cold. Nothing too crazy, but headache, cold. I'm alright. Nothing better than a little college football to clear the sinuses, though.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that one. Well, week 4, I was 9-3. Told you I had a good feeling about this week, so that was nice to see that. 21-14 overall. Paul also went 7-5 for week 4, 19-16 overall. But overall, a good week. I mean, we're in the positive, so it's always good to see.
Yeah, good percentages. We're getting a feel for things, and as we were talking about last week, a lot of weird lines. I think most of the ones that we talked about were like something doesn't seem right. We had a heavy lean. I think all those, for the most part, pretty much covered.
Yeah, I think we did well, especially in cookies contest. All 3 of us went 2-0.
Why aren't we taking that as a parlay every week?
We should have this week for sure.
That's 6 games all at -110 or whatever together.
Mhm.
That's a pretty nice positive if we would have done it.
I know. We would have been sweating out Temple, though, one of Cookie's picks. They scored just to cover that 25-point line with 3 seconds left against Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I
But
saw
hey,
that. I
wins a win.
didn't post it because it came after, but I ended up tailing it, and I was sweating it out for sure.
Yeah. Well, it leaves you at 6-2 with a little bit of a commanding lead right now. Me 3-5, Cookie 3-4-1. Still a lot of season left. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it's been fun so far. Glad we did it.
Yeah. Any noise?
No noise. A lot of praise on the 6-0. Jay posted in one of the chats that everybody wins and a lot of love.
The boys should have hopped on it. Sad.
Maybe he did.
Yeah, true.
I actually don't know that he didn't.
All right, John DiArco, number 1 fan, my man. Saints and BC both done already, but at least you guys are cooking up bets for me. Great discussion this week. Good luck out there. Good luck to you, John.
That's one thing I want to touch on quickly. You look forward to football season for so long, and when it's over before you even know it, it's just brutal, man. That's kind of how I'm feeling with the Cowboys this year. Give it a couple more weeks, but it's just not looking like it's going to be going well, and it's demoralizing and deflating.
Yeah, it is for sure, especially with CD out now. That doesn't help at all. And now we got to watch Dak just struggle.
Yeah, but even just taking the Cowboys out of it, I feel for those people if you're a fan of the Saints or the Titans or whoever else is really in the dumps. You build it up for so long. This could be a year, positive momentum, and you start out 0-3. Or if you're I don't know, Kansas State, for example, it could be a big year with Avery Johnson, and then you lose 2 major games.
You're done.
That's it. We're scratching and crawling to just make a bowl game. Just tough. That's why we love it so much. The highs and the lows.
No, that was a tough Sunday. I mean, for me, gambling wise, I had the Rams, tough beat, and I had the Bucks too. When I lose both games on fucking block field goals, really, just awful. But we're on to a new week, so hopefully it's better. Some college football news. Got OK State, Oklahoma State firing Gundy.
Yeah, it kind of seems like it was a little bit overdue at this point, but legend of the program obviously can have a statue built of him, I'm sure. He just kind of lost his way, was very slow to adapt to the NIL. I don't know what the deal is with their like donor situation. Call me crazy. I think they got this guy T-Bone Pickens or something like that. That's like the major
T-Bone Pickens.
Oklahoma State donor, and I think he was like not.
He want him gone.
Yeah, I think he was keen on not having him, or his family or something. I don't even know if the guy's alive, but there was some dude named T-Bone Pickens once upon a time in Oklahoma State. So it sounded like the donors were just kind of done with this, and they wanted to get a new guy in there.
We're gonna see this with Dabo now.
I don't know what's gonna happen with Dabo. If you're Clemson, who are you getting that's better than Dabo?
Yeah, no, he get picked up in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, Gundy will get picked up. He definitely wants to coach again, I heard, so he'll get picked up by somebody. But I'm actually kind of surprised they let him go. I thought they'd give him the rest of the year and then make a decision, see if he could turn. I mean, I don't think he would have turned things around, but I mean, they had like a good stretch. I mean, the last 2 years have been tough, but they had a good stretch of being a good team. Always had a winning season, so I think they might have did him a little dirty early on. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, they were in the Big 12 championship game 3 years ago or something like that. It's pretty much once NIL really got kicked off into full swing, they just were very behind the 8 ball. And
hey, NIL's a big deal. Look at Texas Tech. Spent the most money, and now they're good.
Yeah. Kind of hate it, kind of like it. It's, I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about it. I feel like there has to be some type of cap at some point, but I don't know.
I'm sure they'll figure something out, and then people will bitch and moan, and then blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then other news, sadly, Oklahoma takes a little bit of a turn. John Mateer out, broken hand, out for a month.
Horrible, man. I was distraught when I found out the news. I just opened my phone, saw a Twitter post from somebody, and just
that came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, the worst possible news. I mean, the dude's, he's like Baker Mayfield reincarnated. Ton of heart. He apparently broke it in the beginning of the first quarter, like 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Still threw for fucking 275 and rushed in for a game-winning touchdown. Dude's a gamer. He'll be back as soon as he possibly can. Obviously, people are saying maybe he'll be back for Texas. I'm not buying it. I think that he's going to be out for Texas. Maybe he'll be back for South Carolina the week after. Probably more likely Ole Miss. The way I see it, and we talk about it in Oklahoma's Rutgers section, but they got to go 1-1 against South Carolina and Texas.
Well, they got a bye coming up, right?
Oh, they have a bye, and then they have Kent State. But in that 2-game stretch, so obviously they're going to be Kent State. But in that 2-game stretch, they need to come out with at least one win there. But yeah, sucks for Mateer. I mean, obviously he's not going to win the Heisman now. He was previously, if not the favorite, right up there with the other top dogs. So hated for him, but it is what it is, man. It's football. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Who's gonna be in this place? Michael Hawkins Jr.
Michael Hawkins Jr. Yeah.
All right. Maybe a game manager. We'll see how he does.
Yeah, I've seen him play a fair bit last year, and just reading some of the beat reporters stuff. He is very mobile, gamer as well.
It'll be tough against Texas for sure.
It'll be very tough against Texas. That might be one of the best defenses in the country. I mean, he's not. He's made strides as a pocket passer, I think, but I don't know. It's like a wait and see type deal.
All right. And then let's move on to Rutgers and Oklahoma.
I'll round it out quickly on Oklahoma.
Yeah,
round it out. I'll round it out quickly. If they can still make the college football playoff if like I said, they go 1-1 with Mateer out. So they're gonna win Kent State no matter what. Then Texas, then South Carolina. If they lose one of those games and end up 9-3, I still think the committee will put them in because they have such a tough schedule. And 9-3 was going to be like a bubble team anyway, with a nice Michigan out of conference win. Plus, the committee does usually take into account when key players are out for different games. So if you have 3 losses, one of those losses is without your starting quarterback, they got a chance. So we'll see what happens. But that's my prognosis. I think they're coming off at plus 140 right now to make the college football playoff, which a little bit worse than a coin flip.
Yeah, I think they'll get there. They got a good solid defense too. That
That
could
defense travels.
yeah, they're good. I'll give them that. So I think that will win them some games as well if Mateer's having a bad game or still recovering.
Yeah. So tough one for Rutgers last week. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, I mean, they actually played all right. Kaliak Manis actually impressed me. Threw for 330 yards. Didn't throw any TDs, but still, he came out slinging. He looked good. It's really just this Rutgers defense that is just atrocious. I mean, they didn't even do too bad, I guess, because Gronowski didn't have that good stats. I mean, they didn't get run on too much, but I was just a better team, really. I mean, Rutgers just isn't there yet. Kaliak Manis, he's improved each year. I'll give him that. But Rutgers just isn't there. I mean, now they got Minnesota on the road coming in as 4.5-point dogs. So it's going to be a little bit of a tough one. They had a heartbreaker at the Blackout. Now traveling Minnesota. Minnesota hasn't been playing too bad either. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. I mean, I think they're coming off a bye too, Minnesota. I mean, I think Rutgers could definitely win this game. I'm not going to take it, obviously, but I think they got it. I think they got a chance to win this, be an outright winner in this one. But I like Rutgers. I guess the grit they had in that game. They put up some points. They showed some things that I didn't think they could do. Their receivers aren't too bad either, so I think they have some promise, but they do need to improve that defense. You can't be giving up 38 points against Iowa at home in the Blackout.
Yeah. I thought that they recently had a pretty good defense, and then this year it's just not the same case. Because, or is it just they've changed their style and they just be pound the rock, because they didn't have a quarterback, and now that they air it out a little bit more, they get into a little bit more of these shootout type games where the defense is on its heels.
I think it's Rutgers had a bunch of seniors last year, a lot of upperclassmen, but had a lot of injuries last year too. And now they're just dealing with a few transfers coming in from lower divisions who actually weren't bad, but just not the same team really. They need Chris Ash back coaching this defense.
Yeah, he's the DC in where is he? DC? We talked about it on Notre Dame. That's right. Yeah.
And their defense is atrocious right now. I don't know if I could even trust them. All right. We'll recap some of these games real quick. Good old Texas Tech beats Utah in Utah. Morton goes down. But I'll tell you, that backup, Will Hammond, man, he looked better than Morton.
Yeah,
He was running all over the place.
Not bad. This was just an ass whipping. I was shocked to see it happen. I was on Utah, and this one really caught me by surprise.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed that one. I was on Texas Tech, so
usually
I liked it.
Texas Tech, as an example, usually when they pour all this money in and they get all these transfers and high dollar value guys, it just doesn't gel together. It just feels too individualized, and for whatever reason, it seems to be working here. But Texas A&M did it a number of years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say them. Yeah, I remember that.
That was just it just did not work. Ole Miss tried it last year, and it kind of worked, but not really. They ended up being 9-3, I think, and we were just okay with a not that hard schedule. So it's interesting to see that it seems so far this season like it's working for Texas Tech. They're one of the only ones where I see it actually working.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going to be the front runner for the Big 12 title game, so it's in their hands right now. TCU beat SMU, and I was watching this game just because it was going back and forth a lot. And I'll give Jennings a lot of credit, quarterback for SMU, man. He looked good, doesn't make mistakes, making some tough throws. He looked good, and just something to keep an eye on. But their defense just isn't good, so TCU was able to cover that one.
Yeah, SMU, I feel like we talked about very beginning first episode of the pod when we're just doing a whip around of the leagues, but easiest call ever that they were going to fall down from that playoff spot.
Yeah, definitely. Cuse with the outright win at Clemson, 34-21. And I mean, Klubnik just stinks. I mean, can't throw it down the field. He's not really using his legs too much. I mean, that's just a bad loss there. I'm surprised by it, to be honest. But Dabo might be in some hot water. We'll see how the rest of the season shakes out.
Yeah, I mean, people are ready to give up on him. I think he's just got to get with the times. Like, even if he goes somewhere else, you don't hire him without having a conversation, being like, hey, if you come to, just say, Florida, for example, we use the transfer portal down here in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
To get with
Why
it.
wouldn't you use it? You got a lot of influence as a coach, so what the hell?
It's crazy.
Michigan outs Nebraska in Lincoln. I mean, Nebraska just reminds me of Penn State. I'm going to keep betting against you until you win the big game and prove me wrong. Simple as that. So that was a nice win there.
It's supposed to be year 3, Matt Rule. Doesn't seem like it's going to take shape.
What's that?
Matt Rule in year 3.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Raiola, I'm just not that big of a fan of. I don't think he's as good as everybody thought he was going to be as of yet.
Yeah.
Until he shows me something, I'm against him.
He came in as like #1 recruit in the country. I mean, you'd rather have Bryce Underwood than him. That's for damn sure.
Ole Miss absolutely pummeled Tulane 45-10. This wasn't even a game, so that was just the biggest trap line ever. I guess at the 11.5. I fell for it though.
I fell for it bad.
Yeah. Another one I fell for. UCF beat UNC 34-9. Jordan definitely not happy with Bill's loss, but happy she got to go to Disney World.
Nice.
Good for her.
Yeah, it's a train wreck over there. I let you talk me into UNC here. That was a major L.
Yeah, that was terrible.
You also talked me out of Florida State, which was an easy dub.
Who'd they play again?
It was some like -45 line that I wanted to jump all over.
Indiana blew out the Illini 63-10. Another head scratcher of a line, but it just kept moving up in Indiana's favor, and I'm glad I stayed away from that. You didn't take anything in that, right?
I did not.
Yeah. Florida, still terrible. Can't cover versus Miami 26-7. You rode Florida in that one, right?
I did, yeah. That was brutal. The thing is, they actually had a real chance to cover. It was like 14-7 late in the second half.
Lightweight just stinks. I don't care.
Do you think Napier gets fired after Texas?
He absolutely should be. It's terrible. I don't know how many more chances you keep giving this guy, to be honest.
Yep, I agree.
Kansas, absolute lock spot. 31-10 over West Virginia. My favorite call of the week.
Slammed it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Never in doubt either. Just from the minute it started, you're like, I'm feeling good about this.
Oh, yeah. And then Arizona State beat Baylor 27-24. Arizona State got a good defense. I mean, Baylor put up a lot of yards. Sawyer Robertson had a good game, but Arizona State they got that grit to them, man. I like them. They got a good coach, and they were just able to get the win over there away too. So
I didn't bet this one. Do you remember what the line was?
Yeah, I think Arizona State was dogs by 2.5. I think.
Yeah, it goes with my original mantra in the Big 12, just take points.
And then USC and Michigan State. I tailed you on this one. Yeah, that was a
no doubter.
Easy bet.
No doubter. I think they combined for like 75 or something.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I mean, it's just crazy. Lincoln Riley, no matter where he goes, who he pulls in at DC, what recruits he has, the man just cannot get a defense together.
No,
Michigan State scored like 30-something points, I think.
Yep. Yeah, it was like 40-something, 30-something, but yeah, ton of points scored.
That is a bad offense.
It's crazy. And then Colorado, you covered that one, and the Louisiana Tech, your guy, man.
Yeah.
He won that one.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't hop on that.
I didn't know much about that one, but it's good.
And then I lost Fresno State by half a point. They're fair by 2.5, won by 2 to Hawaii.
Yeah, I saw that, and I didn't end up taking anything. I was going to go against you with just the system play, but...
System play on island, man. I blew it.
Yeah, should be ashamed of yourself.
All right. moving into week 5 premier matchups. Got a little Friday night lights. ECU at Arizona State. Arizona State coming as 2.5-point favorites, over under 55.5. I'm not going to bet this game. I mean, if I will, I'm not going to put it as a pick, but I'll take TCU. I'll throw like $20 on it. But honestly, it's just, I like Arizona State. They got, I think, probably one of the better defenses in the Big 12. TCU, not as much. But TCU's offense is just rolling. They could throw the ball. I like Hoover as a quarterback. Arizona State's quarterback just hasn't been looking good as much lately this year. And I'd have to go with the better quarterback in this instance here if I were to take it, but probably won't take a pick. But if you want to play something Friday night, I'd probably take TCU.
It's hard for me to make a call. I don't know these teams well at all. Big 12, take points. I'll probably end up betting it. Won't be posted as the card, though.
Yeah.
Just
what about,
fun?
I don't have this on the card, but Florida State, it's a Friday night too. But against Virginia, it's only a 6-point line, 6.5-point line. Florida State at Virginia.
Yeah, I saw that. I was shocked because I don't really know anything about Virginia, but Florida State
Trap line?
It's absolutely a trap line. But for Florida State, is supposed to be like a juggernaut. And there's a couple of weird lines like that. I'm sure you have them written down, and we'll get to them. But 6.5. Virginia they lost to NC State, and they beat Stanford, William and Mary, and Coastal Carolina. Like, Stanford's one of the worst teams in Power 4.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. I don't understand how this is 6.5.
I agree. I think what I was looking at, Virginia's pretty good against the run, and that's really all Florida State's good at with Castellanos, and he can't throw the ball really. So I'm thinking it's more towards that. If anything, I'd pick Virginia just because of this line, but it's definitely just not even a play really for me.
We'll get to another one, I'm sure. But did you see Ohio State?
Yeah.
Another sketchy ass
I think
line.
that. Do I have that written down?
Did you?
I might not have.
You do, actually, yeah. Yeah, so it's on there. We'll talk about it when it gets there. But
Yeah.
another weird one.
All right, moving to Saturday's games. We got a few 12 o'clocks here. I only wrote one down the Premier, but we'll get to it after the Premier matches.
This
USC.
is the best
Yeah.
slate we've got so far, though. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Ryder Cup Saturday, too. It's the, sports mecca.
Oh, yeah. Glad I'm not doing anything this weekend, but golfing.
Yeah. Well, I got dinner, like I mentioned, at Chili's for Erica's friend's birthday.
Be sure to get the chocolate molten hot lava cake, man.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. At least I think they have a lot of TVs, so.
Yeah, they do.
Chili's.
You'll be watching the whiteout there. USC at Illinois, big noon kickoff. The Illini come in as 6.5-point dogs, over under 60.5. And, Illinois is coming off that big loss. It's not going to be a play for me, but coming off a huge loss to Indiana, you got to expect the coaching staff at Illinois is just bashing these guys like, you guys suck. Like, we need to pick something up. I mean, and you're going against USC, high-powered offense, but no defense on their end. So it's kind of hard to, I guess, handicap from that aspect just because I can't trust USC's defense, and it's at Illinois, so it's a stay away from me.
I think I'm probably going to end up taking Illinois here, plus 6.5, and I think it's just contrasting styles. I could see them playing a little bit of bully ball and just running it down USC's throat and keeping it close, so if that's the case, I'd like 6.5 points at home off of a embarrassing loss. And man, I don't know, like, you've seen this Lincoln Riley USC show so many different times, and they do not handle strong, like, physical teams very well, and Illinois definitely is that. So I'm leaning towards Illinois with the points.
I don't mind it. Moving on to Ohio State, traveling to the Pacific Northwest against Washington. Washington plus 8.5, over under 51.5, 3:30 p.m. start. And I agree with you. The line is a little fishy. I mean, 8.5, but traveling in the Pacific Northwest, never easy. But who has I guess Julian Sainz played Texas, obviously, but he hasn't put up. I mean, he didn't have really the greatest game against them. He did like game managing stats, I believe. So I really don't know how he'll fare against a team like Washington. And traveling to Seattle is not the easiest place to play. I mean, I'm going to play Washington here just because this line doesn't make as much sense to me. I think Washington can keep this close. I think Ohio State will end up winning, but I think this will be a good game. I got to take Washington here.
Yeah, so it's actually down to 7.5 now as well.
Damn.
I don't know how I can't take Ohio State here. I mean, they might be the best team in the country, and Washington is solid, and I'm expecting like a good bounce here, but I don't know. Maybe I'm backing away from that. Actually, it's Ohio State. I really think is probably the best team in the nation, and a touchdown only against Washington, who's like middle Big Ten on the rise, but they were a bad team last year, and I know that they're going to make some improvements because they're coached, but I don't know, man. Ohio State has also played nobody. I don't know. I gotta reevaluate this entire one.
Yeah,
I'm all
either
over
is
the place.
Washington too, so he could play that aspect as well. So it's both teams coming into a good conference matchup here. So I don't know. They kind of just taking a stab at it, but I gotta go with my gut here. I gotta take Washington personally.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking maybe the under is a nice play, but we'll see.
So LSU at Ole Miss. Ole Miss coming in as 1.5 point favorites, over under 54.5, 3:30 p.m. start. And I know LSU hasn't really been looking that good offensively, but I think their defense is just a lot more improved. Ole Miss's offense has been looking real good as of late. Had some very good wins lately, but they also did have that. They lost to Arkansas, or did they win that one?
No, they
Fuck.
won that game.
No,
They
they
had
won that game. They struggled with it. That's right.
they struggled with that. They also had a sloppy struggle game with Kentucky.
Yeah. Hmm. So I gotta take what I think. I think the better defense here is LSU, and I think Nussmeier is definitely the more veteran quarterback, more pro style, pro ready quarterback. It's just, and Brian Kelly, he is a nut, but I do trust him in some big games, so I gotta take him here.
Yeah, this is another one. I really don't know which way to go on this one.
A lot of good games out there, man.
Great games. I could see this one going either way. Like I think LSU is not as good as we originally thought. I think that 4 ranking that they have might be a little bit fraudulent because we put a lot of stock into that Clemson win, and they're just not that good of a team, obviously.
No,
So
definitely not.
they beat Florida by 10, and Florida's an okay team, I guess. Um, I don't know. And Ole Miss. I mean, is Austin Matthews playing quarterback, or is it the other guy?
No, I think it's gonna be the other guy, the Trinidadian.
I said Austin Matthews. Austin Simmons is who I meant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be the Chambliss guy.
Chandler's. I don't know where to go with this one either. I'm like staying away for the moment.
Yeah, but definitely a good SEC matchup. Lane versus Brian Kelly, so it's up there in the games to watch.
No, it's gonna be an awesome game. It's hard for me to pick a side.
I agree. Not easy this week. Not easy. But next one, Oregon at Penn State, whiteout. That's all I've been fucking hearing. So, so just so everybody fucking knows, it's the whiteout game for Penn State. But Penn State coming in as 3.5 point favorites, over under 52.5, 7:30 p.m. start, and neither team's played anybody. So it's really you're just going off, who you think the better team will be. But I mean, thing with Penn State is always show me you could cover and you could beat the big team in the big game. And I haven't seen them do it yet. I can't trust Franklin in this one. So I'm taking Oregon State plus 3.5. They got a good quarterback, Dante Moore. They got a good defense too. Penn State, great defense, and I don't trust Lar. I hate him as a quarterback. I think he's overhyped as anybody. So I gotta go Oregon in this one.
Yeah, I'm in the exact same way. Until Penn State proves they can do it and win the big game, I'm taking Oregon and I'm taking the points with it. I think Penn State may look back and say, probably shouldn't have let Bo Prabula go to Missouri. He's looked really good.
Yeah,
Aller is pissed down his leg every single big game, so
yeah,
it'll be
he's a
interesting to
scrub.
follow. But yeah, Oregon for all the reasons you mentioned with the points. Whiteout game, non-whiteout game, I don't care.
Only thing that scares me is that Penn State got so lucky with the scheduling. They're coming off a bye, and then they play UCLA, Northwestern, and then they're at Iowa. But then they have a bye, and then Ohio State again. Like, how you get 2 byes going against the 2 best teams in the fucking conference? Like,
Yeah,
that's just bullshit to me. But
no,
we'll see how they do.
I agree, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
They never win these games, though. They just do not win these big games.
yeah, we'll see how they fare. All right, Bama at Georgia, big SEC matchup. Georgia coming as 3.5-point favorites here. Over under 52.5, 7:30 p.m. start. I gotta say, man, Bama's been looking good coming off that Florida State win, and Ty Simpson's been looking a lot better. Granted, they play Wisconsin and UL Monroe, so not the best opponents. But Georgia struggled a little bit against Tennessee. I mean, I think majority of the money is coming in at Bama, which scares me, and Georgia's coming off a bye. So I could see this one's just a tough one, honestly. I gotta think about this one a little bit more. I was leaning towards Bama, but I feel like a lot of aspects of this are in Georgia's favor, and I could see Georgia definitely, covering this one and run away with it. So I'm gonna stay away right now, but leaning towards Alabama.
I think I'm going Georgia here, and the reason is I think Florida State really exposed Alabama, and they've looked good their last 2 games, but Wisconsin sucks, and Monroe is obviously nothing. And Georgia, like they played Tennessee on the road, and while their defense kind of got carved up a little bit, I just don't see Ty Simpson carving up the Georgia defense. I really don't see it. Like
Especially away too, yeah. It's tough,
between the
man.
hedges, like Gunnar Stockton is not like he hasn't been amazing, but I trust him way more than I trust Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson against Florida State, like Georgia has the same caliber of athlete that Florida State has, if not better. So I could see him really having a tough time. And at the end of the day, home team, you're only giving up 3.5 points. I'm going Georgia.
I don't hate it. And also Castellanos carved them up running the ball, and Gunnar Stockton can run the ball, so you could see a little bit of that play in there. So they might struggle against them.
Yeah. It should be an awesome game, though, obviously. It does feel like Bama, for whatever reason, just always has Georgia's number, but it's a little bit of a changing of the guard. It's no longer Nick Saban. I mean, I know
Yeah,
DeBoer beat them
exactly.
last year in a classic. That game was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I also don't really see a repeat performance like that this year in a back and forth high scoring affair. I think this one's
Away too.
played in the low 20s, maybe even high teens.
I can see it. So that'll do it for the premier matchups. Coming in with some more matchups. We got a lot this week, but Notre Dame at Arkansas. Notre Dame 3.5, and I'm leaning towards Notre Dame, but it's just like I can't fucking trust their defense, man. It's just like so bad. And Green, quarterback for Arkansas, is actually not bad. He has experience. He's been playing well so far this year. It's tough to say. Notre Dame just really, they'll probably get killed in the passing game. The run game defense has been a lot better, and I could see them, help keeping Arkansas at bay in the run game. So I'm leaning towards Notre Dame, but I just don't know if I could trust their defense against this team.
So it's to 4.5 now. I actually put this
Ooh.
bet in first thing Monday morning when I saw it, and I got Arkansas plus 5.5. I was just scrolling to take a peek.
Yeah, it's been going down, and then I guess it just went back up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just at home, Notre Dame's defense, I don't know, Notre Dame could very well win the game, but at 5.5, I liked it at home. It's just an SEC team, man. It's gonna play tough. And their quarterback is good.
Yeah, I agree. And we'll see how CJ Carr, CARR, fares. I mean, he's played one away game against Miami, but going down to Arkansas too, another away game against an SEC opponent, it's tough.
And honestly, like Purdue kind of gave Notre Dame not a game, but they let up 30 points to Purdue.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
And like this Arkansas quarterback is no joke.
No, I agree. Their defense just sucks. I don't know what to say.
It's not good. I mean, they lost to Memphis, obviously, but they fumbled on
Yeah, they should have had that game.
The 15-yard line or something. And Taylor he really has been like pretty special. So not a great game last week, but prior to that, he's been really good.
And Memphis not bad. They're still an undefeated team. So
yeah, no, they're a good group of 5 team.
Auburn at A&M. So I'm taking A&M here. A&M off the bye. Auburn coming off just a tough matchup, pretty much giving it everything they got. They played Oklahoma tough. I mean, I guess we didn't touch on that, but what a cover by Oklahoma
God, yeah.
with
Our
the
Mason
sack
Thomas.
safety.
You know what his nickname is, even like way before this game? Our Mason Thomas, they call him the closer. Pretty awesome nickname.
They closed it for us.
Yeah, it came from last season when they were playing, I want to say like Houston or something, on like a drive that Houston was going on to try and tie it up or win the game, and he got 3 straight sacks. And that's where the nickname came, the closer. But yeah, dude,
that's huge.
That D line, man. Did you watch the game?
Yeah, most of it.
Man,
on my phone.
They are ferocious, dude. Like Jackson Arnold was getting his ass pummeled.
Yeah, I mean, Texas A&M definitely doesn't have as good of a defense, but you're traveling into the 12th man, another tough environment, another away game.
They also lost their wide receiver, Auburn, that is.
Yeah.
Not the freak. What's his name? I forget, but they lost like their second or third string wide receiver who's solid this week in practice.
Yeah. Damn.
Cam Coleman. That's the Martian that they got over there. He's a really good wide receiver on Auburn.
Well, that helps us.
Yeah. No, Texas A&M, they may actually have better wide receivers with Carver and Casey Concepcion.
Yeah, and then Marcel Reed's been having a good year so far. They put up over 40 points on Notre Dame.
Yeah, so I'm all over Texas A&M minus 6.5 as well.
Another one, Indiana, 7.5 point favorites at Iowa. And I know Indiana just blew up the Illini, but traveling to Iowa and coming in at 7.5 points favorites there, that is not a spot that's easy to play. I mean, I don't know why they'd be favored by that much, but I got to take Iowa in that many points here. I mean, more than a touchdown underdog at home. I'm taking Iowa in this one.
Yeah, so you're never as good as you think you are, never as bad as you think you are. And I think that plays here. So Indiana riding really high, probably not as good as that drubbing that they just gave to Illinois. And Iowa kind of played down a little bit to the competition, even though they beat Rutgers. I don't think Rutgers is a very good team. They're probably a little bit better than they showed. It's that hook. I think it's going to be important. I would lean Iowa plus 7.5.
Then another one I had was Louisville at Pitt. So Pitt's coming off that heartbreaker loss, the backyard brawl a couple weeks ago, but had a bye. And Pitt's got a good defense, and Louisville struggled with JMU, who has a pretty good defense as well. They ended up pulling out that win, but they've also not played really anybody after that. I just got to go with Pitt here. I like Pitt. I think their defense is all right. Holstein's not a bad quarterback. Dude's a grit kind of guy, so I'm going to take Pitt in this ACC matchup.
And I never know shit about the ACC. Sorry, I can't help you.
And then Tennessee at Mississippi State. Mississippi State, 7.5 point underdogs at home. And Mississippi State's been playing good ball. I mean, they who'd they beat 24-20? Damn.
Arizona State.
And Arizona State's probably one of the better teams in the Big 12. And, Mississippi State coming off that really terrible year last year, not looking bad this year, coming in as 7.5 point dogs at home. Tennessee's been looking good, better offense, but Mississippi State's been playing good defense. So I think I'm going to ride Mississippi State here, 7.5. I might be the loser, but I think I could take that with those points, to be honest.
It's a cheeky little game. I don't know. No play for me right now, but I'll look into it. It's a weird one.
Then my last other play was Arizona's going to be traveling Iowa State, and I'm taking Arizona plus 6.5. They're playing really good ball lately. Iowa State, I mean, they've just been escaping some games, getting lucky. I think Iowa State will probably win this game, but I think 6.5 is a lot of points given to this Arizona team, who's been a lot more improved. Noah Fafita, I like him as a quarterback. I think they got some grit, better defense, so I'm going Arizona in this one.
Good. That it.
Yeah, that's it for me. You got more?
So along with Arkansas, I also put in an App State bet, but I'm not even seeing a line for the game right now. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, I looked at that earlier. They're playing Boise, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have them locked in at plus 16.5. And that is
And
just a pure tail. So I don't know if it's possible. The other one I wanted to really talk about is Kentucky at South Carolina. South Carolina minus 5.5. Sellers playing, obviously, they've just been up and down, like all over the place. But Kentucky, I don't think is very good. I mean, the best thing they've done is lose a close game to Ole Miss. They beat Toledo, they beat Eastern Michigan. I feel like I lean South Carolina, but they're such an enigma. It's hard to really put a lot of weight behind that. Any thoughts?
South Carolina is too unpredictable right now.
That's what I'm saying.
For me.
They're all over the place.
I know, I can't do it. And it's not like their 2 wins are really. I mean, they beat Virginia Tech, who stinks, and they like struggle with that one. And they beat South Carolina State, so it's hard to even put anything behind on them, really.
Yeah, I agree. Navy Rice, nothing really there. Baylor, Oklahoma State. Baylor minus 20.5. Oklahoma State's bad. I don't know if they try and quote unquote win one for the Gipper here on Oklahoma State side, but it might just be a dumpster fire. Maybe you go Baylor minus 20.5.
I'm saying I hate those big line games.
I know you do. What about Utah, West Virginia? I'm thinking Utah on a bounce back.
Yeah, I'm probably going to take that too. It's just West Virginia's coming off a blowout too, but Utah needs to come out with a statement win after losing like that too. So I do like Utah on that. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. The other one, I think Northwestern minus 6.5 against UCLA. UCLA fired their coach. It just seems like a dumpster fire. Northwestern seems like they play hard.
It's tough playing in Chicago too, so
yeah.
I don't mind that.
And I mean, they had a bye to regroup a little bit. They played, kind of got worked by Oregon, but I mean, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. So I don't know, I kind of like Northwestern.
Duke, Syracuse. Duke 5.5. Yeah, I know. I don't know what to think about Syracuse because they've been playing a lot better than what I expected.
Yeah. Tough.
And then BYU. Which one you got?
Georgia Tech, Wake Forest. I really don't think Wake Forest is very good. But Georgia Tech on the road minus 13.5. I feel like I might take Georgia Tech minus 13.5.
Stay away from me.
Okay.
Just because Georgia Tech, I don't know. I don't think they're as good as what they've been showing. And I don't know. I can't do it. But BYU, this is the only late night game at 10:15. BYU at Colorado, and BYU is 6.5 point favorites. I don't know really what to take in this one because BYU's defense has been like one of the better ones in the country.
Yeah.
And then Colorado coming off that nice win they had last week with Salter back in as quarterback. So maybe he's learned his lesson. I mean, props to Dion there. He benched the guy. He was the starter, big name coming in, and then puts him back in. Probably had to teach him a lesson like, dude, you're not playing well. Get back to basics. Get better in practice. Show me something. He looked a lot better last week. So I think that's going to be a tough game, honestly. So I think if anything, I'd play Colorado just because that's a lot of points at home too. But just another game to keep an eye on.
Yeah. I'll keep my eye on it. It's the only late one, so it's definitely going to have something going on. Anything else?
I think that's all I had on mine. You got any locks for NFL?
No. NFL's been freaking hard.
I know we're 7-15 right now, so we're like just at the 50%. It's not as good as it was last year at the start.
Yeah.
We had some tough beats though. We had Rams last week too, so that sucked.
Yeah. There's 7 out of 15, you're saying, or?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because it's 15 picks.
yeah, you get 5 each week.
Yeah, so you're under 50%.
Yeah, and we took the boys last week too. They were terrible.
Oh my god, that's such a. I actually took.
How
The
do you get
boys as
carved
well.
up by Caleb Williams?
The defense is that bad.
It's so bad.
Crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It's just my fantasy quarterback was Joe Burrow. Oklahoma's quarterback John Mateer. He's hurt now. I just wish it was all Dak that was hurt. Instead,
I mean, Dak's like the only good player on the team anymore.
yeah, they took CeeDee Lamb from us.
Yep. Sad. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it. Pray for John Mateer's hand. A lot of funny memes going around of the surgeon, Mr. Chin, or Shin rather.
Ups to him. Oklahoma Sooner for life.
Yeah.
All right. Subscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe again. Leave a like, leave a comment. We'll read it aloud. Appreciate the interaction. Paul, see you next week.
Have a good week.